All right, so like a doll's eyes back with the 50-inch Martin Rawl Matte French Bruce UK 1/6 scale Bruce Shark, and it's really amazing, guys. So I'm going to try to film this in a way that, you know, it's so big that if you get too close, it distorts. Like, it ends up looking like the nose is too big, or the teeth are too big, or the tail's too long, or whatever. So I'm going to get some close-ups of this, but I want to try to get some good shots of it from farther away. So Martin's based out of the UK, and he and Matt both work together. They're good friends, and they've been putting these pieces together for, oh boy, 3 years, I think. I said that in my unboxing video. And personally, he's my favorite Bruce artist. What he does is he captures, well, I don't know if anybody's seen the shot, but there's the Junkyard Bruce that was recently put together, and Martin put a picture of this shark next to that. And they're almost identical. And this turned out really well. Martin does a good job of kind of capturing the essence of Bruce. And what I mean by that is that Bruce changes from scene to scene. I mean, you could make, I don't know, probably 30 different Bruce sharks, and from different scenes, none of them would look the same. And Martin kind of takes his favorite photos and stuff, and he's got a lot of influence from that. The Shark Tank Bruce that was used for the Matt Hooper Shark Tank scene, the shark cage scene, I think is a big influence of his. And I see other things, but that's what I love about it. Is it has the essence of Bruce. It looks, you know, it looks like Bruce. It is Bruce. He also does a good job of bringing life to it. It has there's a realism to his work that I love. It doesn't look just like a sculpted piece sitting on your shelf. There's some life to it, and he just a fantastic job. The other thing that Martin does that, to me, it puts him above and beyond a lot of the competitors or just any studio out there, even the big name studios, is that his products are they all look like the prototype. He really takes his time to do the paints, and just a phenomenal job. So I'm just kind of going around here while I'm talking, and you can see again, you know, just the let's get in, because I really love the teeth on this guy. Let me see if I can. There we go. Let me get out a little bit. There we go. So the teeth actually have details in them. Like, you can see the kind of indentations on the tooth. I mean, they look like shark teeth, but they look like Bruce's shark's teeth. But you can see the indentations. And again, just does a great job with the details. I love how the teeth are my favorite part on this piece. I love how it looks. It's just my, I don't know. All of these pieces have something to stand out to me, and I think because this is so much larger, I just love the way the teeth look. It's simply a fantastic job he did here. You know, be careful. You know, don't cut yourself. So really, really good job. I mean, you can see the teeth underneath, the rows of teeth that Bruce has. Just really good work. And he just takes it. I mean, like I said, his paint apps and his detail are fine. One of the things that I love that he does is the scarring on here is sculpted. And it's not just scraped in there or anything else. He sculpts the scarring in there. And I love it. One of my favorite things, and this is back to his very first piece he did, is I love that he puts the patchwork on his Bruces. You can really see the patchwork when Martin's on top of the mast and he's getting the spear into Bruce, and you can see all the little patchwork they did because they were constantly having to put this together. You know, it would rip and tear, and they would have to patch it back up. And I love that he gets this. To me, it's one of those things that just says Bruce to me, and it's just something that's always stood out to me when I was a kid. When I'd see those things, I remember seeing him as a kid, and it just, you know, it alerted you that Bruce was a mechanical shark, but that was his personality. It was just like his jowls. His jowls was Bruce's personality. It was a part of Bruce, and I love that he puts those on there. The other thing that always stood out to me was Bruce's eyes, and Martin does a good job of capturing that, where there's that slight little around, I don't know what to call it, indentation around the eye before it gets to the black of the eye, and it just, he's always done a really good job of capturing that, and to me, again, that's how he captures Bruce better than anybody, and I just really love his work, and Matt, you know, does a lot of working with him. I think Martin does the main sculpt, and Matt does a lot of helping with the molding and sanding down and everything else. I don't know if Matt does much of the painting or not, but both of them are outstanding individuals, and that's one of the things that's very important to me buying from them, is just that, just how easy they are to work with and how kind they are. And I think I said this in one of my videos. My wife bought me my very first Bruce Shark UK piece for Christmas, and I saw the emails that he corresponded with her after she gave it to me for a Christmas gift, and perfect gentleman, and that's really impressed me, and that's why I've stuck around with him, and that's why I buy from him. And no ego, just a nice guy, both of them, real good communication. This is a big piece. I had to sell some. I collect other statues. I had to sell some so I can make space for them. None of my Jaws stuff. I don't ever sell my Jaws stuff. So what I got here is, you see that it comes with some barrels. And just to kind of show you, like, the size of the barrel here. Okay. Here's the typical size a lot of the smaller Bruces have. There's a smaller barrel, and this is Martin's 30-inch Bruce. I'll bring that up. You've probably already seen him in some of the shots, but to kind of give an idea just how big Bruce is, the new Bruce, I still love the small one. I'm not getting rid of any Martin stuff. I've sold other pieces for various reasons, Bruce pieces, but I'm not selling any Martin stuff. But he really fantastic job. Love the work that he does. Excellent paint. One of the other things that Martin does that, well, first let me just again go around. Good job with the scar. Love the little black dots that he gets on Bruce that you can see in some of the pictures. A little more like, not as waterlogged Bruce. Bruce, I think he lost all those dots by the end of the film. But again, the jowls, just looking good. So this is something neat that I thought was a great idea. Martin showed me this before he sent this out. But his fins, which do come off, he put a magnet in them. Let's see if I can get the... There we go. There's a magnet, and it holds the fin into place, and it fits really good in there. I mean, let me see. I can't see. I have to get down here. There we go. And it fits really flush with the piece. You can hardly even tell that it's supposed to even come off. I think it looks fantastic. That was one of the things I was kind of worried about. I didn't say anything to him, but when he was like, oh yeah, we're going to have the fins come off. I've had other pieces where the fins come off, and you can tell. I mean, they just really kind of, sometimes they've had trouble staying on. Sometimes, you know, they kind of look like they're not really flush and everything else, but this just perfectly fits in there. Love it. So that's a 1/4 scale Boba Fett. Just to kind of give you some scale for those of you that also collect, so you can kind of get an idea for how big this piece is. Bruce is 1/6 scale, so he's not the correct scale for a 1/4 piece. I think Martin should start working on that 1/4 piece right away. Just kidding. I don't know where you'd put a 1/4 piece of Bruce. I'd find a spot, but yeah. So you can kind of get a feel for how big Bruce is. I don't own any 1/6 pieces, so I couldn't do a comparison with a 1/6 piece. If you go to Martin's BruceShark.uk site to order this, you can actually see the G.I. Joe that he's got there, and you can kind of get a feel for what the 1/6 scale piece will look like. I think NECA's doing a 1/6 scale Martin Brody and Quint. Hopefully sometime they'll do Hooper. They're going to go on the shelf with this guy, for sure. Oh, one of the other things this piece comes up with, I almost forgot to talk about, is it comes with the Scuba Tank. You can place it in the mouth if you want. The stand itself is done real well. Puts Bruce the Man-Eater on here. Very professional, very classy looking. And then one of the things I really like, and I'm not going to mess with it, but you can actually adjust the back here and kind of get Bruce into a position more that you might want. So if you had him higher up on a shelf or something like that, you can actually raise the back tail so he's kind of looking down at you if you want. So I don't know what else to say. I've reviewed so many of Martin's pieces. I mean, this is everything I've said about those other pieces times 10. I mean, the likeness is there. It's more detailed. Everything looks good. I just can't wait to get it up on my up in my display. And I'll get probably at the end of this video I'll put some of how I've got them displayed. I got to figure out how I'm going to do things. He's going to be in a different spot than my usual Jaws display area because he's just so big and I can't put him there. So that's where he's going to go. But anyway, so thankful for this piece. Such a nice piece to have. Definitely the centerpiece of my collection. That's the shelf that I made it a spot for is going to be a great spot. And very happy. Matt and Martin, thank you so much. Thanks for being good guys and communicating and talking. And just this experience has been fun. And that's one of the best things about it. And I guess I can't stress that enough. It's been a fun experience working. Well, being a customer of you guys and talking to you and everything else. So, again, it's like a doll's eyes. I put in the description a link to Martin and Matt's site. I get that question all the time, and they've got a lot of different sharks on there. Watch my other videos to see reviews of their stuff. And I hope you enjoy this. And those of you thinking about getting it, man, post a video. I'd love to see other people's videos on this piece and share your thoughts. That's half the fun, man. If anybody else has it out there, post a video. Or at least go to Facebook and post your pictures and share your thoughts. I love hearing other people's thoughts about same pieces I have. This is, oh, by the way, this is one of, there's only 25 pieces made. Here's a certificate of authenticity. This certificate certifies that you are the owner of a genuine Bath Studios 1/6 scale Man-Eater Bruce Shark. Your Bruce Shark maquette is numbered 1 of 25. Very cool. So only 25 of these made, and I have number 1. Very nice. It's got Martin and Matt's names on here, signed. And they signed the certificate of authenticity was signed on the following date, which was 3 days after my birthday. So guys, you kind of blew it there. So anyway, Bruce Shark. I guess I should call him Bruce the Man-Eater. Man-Eater Bruce, whatever, 1/6 scale. I don't know. It's Jaws. Let's talk about what it is. It's Jaws. So, all right. See you guys. Hopefully I get some other videos. Hope everybody stays safe. Weird times we got going on here. So, stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.